Hello, Black Box. No, I'm not talking to nothing. Hopefully you can hear me. Let's make sure all my inputs are proper. Okay. Ba-ba-ba. Whee! Nothing's working. Yay! Hey, great, nice to see you. Sorry, things haven't moved or done anything, so of course that means that everything has to have changed. So hey, there we go. There's me. Hooray, I did it. True enough. True enough. It would not be a stream of mine if something wasn't broken. Okay. Yeah, sorry for being late. I am way tired. I don't know, just really tired today. Alright. So, we're gonna do something different today. Do something fun. It's gonna be an experiment. So we'll see how it works out. Not entirely certain how this will work out, or if it'll work out at all. So, a lot of snow. Boo! No snow. No snow here. It did get colder though. It dropped to like 55 Fahrenheit. Definitely got cold. Like it's been sunny and 80 the last couple of days, and yeah, it definitely got colder. Rained a bit here too, so I'm sure we're the tail end of whatever you had. How can the music be louder than me? Nothing should be louder than me. I'm the loudest thing around. Alright. There we go. I have too many player inputs. That might be a problem. There we go. As long as one mini player is running, that should be great. But, okay. There we go. Hooey! Alright. That down. How's everybody's week going? All good on Gray Fox's part, I'm sure. Either that or you're just accepting the fact that my streams are a technical nightmare. Despite the fact that they are the least, quite possibly the least complicated streams on Twitch. I will think about this. Yeah, it's true. I've gotten to the point now where I can fix most of my problems pretty quickly. At least on Twitch. In life, not so much. Okay. Let's see. Alright. So. Gonna try something, because I'm not sure what I'm feeling today in terms of what I want to do. So I am going to leave it up to fate. I give you the wheel. A fantastic invention that I alone have put together on my own with no help from anyone or anything. This is the wheel. And we've got a few different options here as to what we might do tonight. There's, of course, the venerable video games and standard artwork. There's comic work. There's also banning Black Fox. And then we have the chat picks. So we got lots of different options here. Hey man, I don't make the rules. This is just how the wheel came. This is how it came out of the package. Oh man. Yeah. You guys want me to give it a spin? Huh? Shall we spin it for tonight and see what we're doing? Yeah, the speed-a-wee. The speed-a-wee. I know how to do this. I just did it like 4 times. There it is. All right. Here we go. Come on, banning Black Fox. Come on, banning Black Fox. Comes up ban Black Fox, I'm gonna shit myself. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's getting dangerously close to video games. But... of course. Of course. Artwork it is. Oh, it's almost as if it knew. It's almost as if it knew. Well, and see that now that artwork has been selected, artwork is no longer in the wheel. So if we finish artwork tonight and we're just like, okay, we're good on art, then we'll spin the wheel again and maybe we'll ban Black Fox this time. So we'll see. That's the wheel. Yay, wheel. So fortunately, I do have some art. Not you. Oh, I mean, you and me both. You and me both. I would have laughed pretty heartily if it had landed on ban. It's just like, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I'll probably just draw like an anti-Black Fox symbol and put it in my emotes. All right, well, we got some artwork here. I'm working on some interstitial little artwork, so let's clean up this little sketchy do I've got of Hiroko. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, nothing too structured tonight. I was up early this morning for early OT. Yeah, yes, the rare pensive Hiroko. As if Chapter 5 just introduced the concept entirely. This is with a pose that was in a very useful Japanese art book I got a while ago that was specifically for chibi. And more accurately, semi-chibi, which is kind of what the guys have grown into. Since chibi was kind of the original style. I've since kind of moved away from it. Chibi's fine, but I've seen so much of it, especially in the convention circuit, that I just kind of grew away from it, which is fine, you know. Trying new stuff, trying new things. Always trying new things, Trapfinders. Yeah, I was up early this morning for, yeah, they they no longer have flipper hands or ball hands. They no longer have the little circular hands on the end of their their wrists. They're like holding a dagger. Yay! I learned to draw hands. It's both not that difficult and super difficult. Yep. No little nub hands or ball hands or flipper hands. No, not anymore. Now it's straight up digits. Like a professional. But she still has little tiny feet. Yep, they used to be little nubs. Gosh, I think I can. It's been a while since I've drawn the chibi version of either of them, but. Let's try just a chibi Hiroko. Why not? There we go. Little chibi nubs. Now if you magnify them 100 times, of course, there's some handage in there. But, you know, it's the scale of everything. Got little nubs and flippers. No more. No longer. There we go. Ta-da! Cute little sketchy Hiroko. Yeah, I hope you like the wheel. I saw that today and I was just like, oh, I can do this. So I put it together. Oops, that's the pen tool. I don't need that. I need the pencil tool. We're a couple of states away from using that pen tool. I'll tell you that. Yeah. That's what it has to be, a disease. It has to be some kind of terrible disease. Did you hear about Frank? No, what happened? He went chibi. Oh man, God, is he okay? He's adorable, but he can't really do anything. He just kind of hangs around being cute. Well, I mean, we all have our problems, I guess. Okay, I think that knee is a little long. Yeah, you know, actually, that might be a nice little aside as a little chibi Katya, because I've never done Katya as chibi, not in any like real capacity. That might actually be a fun. Let's give it a try. I'm thinking about it right now, so I'm gonna give it a shot. There we go. All right, come on. Yes, you've picked the color. Yes, the color. Okay, now the pencil tool. All right. I kind of know the expression that she's going to have ahead of time. That's actually funny. It's funny you bring up a good point, Gray. Hiroko has never used weapons. Not in the. I'll take that back. She's used weapons once. Something like this. Let's change up that pose. Yuda, you must be helping me. No, it's okay, Katya. It's fine. You're kawaii. I'm not liking kawaii. It's all right. You're kawaii. Yes, yes. Keyscape. How are you gripping with these flippers? I don't know. I just do. Keyscape? I remember her doing such things. Yes. Yeah, this is fun. I like this. Just got a little scaredy cat tail. I like that. I like that. I'm going to move in on that. I'll let her be slightly taller. I mean, some of the other Criticon they've encountered, like Rask, he was taller than they were. And she's Farah, so that makes sense. But not by much. Not by much taller. Oh, and her arms would be the simplified chibi. So no muscular cat girl. No Aisha Clan. God, remember Aisha Clan from Outlaw Star? She was awesome. Oh, you've never seen Outlaw Star? Oh, Black Fox. Do yourself a favor. Enjoy the 90s. Trust me on this one. And Aisha Clan, top tier anime waifu. Top tier. Outlaw Star. Outlaw Star. Oh, such a great anime. Such a great anime. Yeah, Jim Hawkins. Gene Starwind. Which, God, I wish I'd come up with that name when I was playing Starfinder. Gene Starwind. Yeah, it was definitely one of those shows where if you missed an episode, you were gone. I felt that way about Wolf's Rain as well. There was a lot of that early Toonami time frame that if you missed a single episode, you were completely dust in the wind. Wolf's Rain was good, though. I was impressed that Wolf's Rain did the Final Fantasy VI thing. Just like, yeah, they failed. Ta-da! Spoilers, I suppose. But if you can interpret anything from that ending, I mean, good luck. Actually, I will say Outlaw Star had such a good premise that would work really well as a role-playing campaign. Just great characters, great ideas, just good stuff all around. I might actually have to watch a bunch of Outlaw Star and steal it for the Pathfinder or Starfinder campaign I'm doing. Yeah, I like this. I like Chibi Cat. Yeah, I think she's funny. She's like, where are the helling on muscles? I want to be holding weapon, please. That is a absolutely fair expression for her. As fun diversion, I like that. I think Outlaw Star was published right around the same time as Trigun and Cowboy Bebop. Actually, I think they were supposed to be like the holy trifecta of Western style, not Western style, but like Westerns in anime. Yeah, I've heard really good things about Trigun. I know that they just did like a Trigun Reloaded kind of like brand new, kind of like a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I have to check it out. Gotta love Johnny Young Bosch. Johnny Young Bosch was at, I think it was the local convention here in town, and we were walking by the dance because it was late, and we're just like, get something to eat and walk around. And I remember you could hear Johnny's band, and it's like, oh wait, good thing I got the voice acting to fall back on, Johnny. Not that they were bad musically, just like I couldn't understand their lyrics to save my life. To be fair, I was tired. The doggo is doing good. He will be starting school on Sunday. We are looking forward to that. I know that they will probably use tools with him. I would hope they would. I watched a video. Ooh, wow. I watched a video last night about prong collars. This trainer was talking about them and showing the effectiveness, and like it was interesting because I had no idea about what they were, how they worked, and so many people will tell you, oh, it's torture. It's like, it's not torturing the dog at all. He had a very similar dog to Roscoe, and it was a very young German Shepherd, and very energetic, very dancy, didn't want to listen, didn't want to do, just did things his own way, and wasn't getting anywhere because of it. He was getting very confused and reactive. And they had the prong collar him for like 10 minutes, and this dog was calm and sitting and relaxed. Like, he wasn't in like super high stress mode. He wasn't like panting and freaking out. He was like learning. I was like, oh my god. Please attach one of these to the dog. Oh yeah, he'll be starting school on Sunday, so that'll be a thing. Good time to note, actually. I will do my best to stream on Monday, and get that done. I will not be able to stream on Thursday because we will be out of town at a convention. So, not a very far away one, fortunately. So if there's any issues, we have Roscoe at the training facility as a boarding at the training facility. So. Oh, man. I'm going to go get me a bit of potion. Give me just one moment. I'll be back in just a minute. Nice and quiet out there. Actually, the doggo was having himself a little sleep. Much better. Yeah, I'm hoping that once he's had some training, he can be with me in here while I'm streaming, like my old boy. Miss that boy. Miss him every day. Very good dog. Weirdly enough, too, as much as I really liked him, he was my first dog, so he was every bit as challenging for me as Roscoe is now. Just quieter. It's funny. I've just recently rewatched the entire Yu Yu Hakusho series. Another great banger of a '90s anime. Definitely suggest watching that. Especially since they just did a live action version, which is killer. It's very good. It's actually one of those things where I highly suggest, if you want to get into the series and check it out for yourself, watch the live action, because it compresses the first like 2 arcs into 5 episodes. And if you're not interested, or if you're not caught up in it by then, I mean, great. Then you've only spent a little bit of time. But yeah, I was watching Yu Yu Hakusho and was interested to see that they change outfits in that anime so much more than any other show. And I honestly thought it was really cool. Like, I was like, this is nice, because these characters are young. They're like high school students, and you would expect them to have different clothes. You know, it's, from what I understand, in Japan, they have like very, very different street clothes than what they normally wear to school. Which very different in the U.S. But yeah, I really liked the fact that they changed clothes all the time. Especially Kuwabara with his Dark Tournament super white, super ridiculous outfit. And Kurama, of course. Yeah, I mean, you're not getting like sweet butt shots or anything, but they do change their clothes in between arcs mostly, and sometimes just in general circumstance, like they'll change clothes. But like the characters have accessories and jackets and stuff that you don't see all the time, and it's really cool. Like I don't know, for some reason, I don't know why I kept the BRB up here. For some reason, I found that to be a very charming part of the show. And Gray, am I doth mine ears deceive me? Have you watched Yu Yu Hakusho? I'm hoping you have. I'm hoping you liked it. Oh my god, I needed that drink. Ooh. Oops, no. Black Box, I think, honestly, if you have something like Crunchyroll, I think you'd really enjoy the Yu Yu Hakusho live action. It's got some sick fight choreography in it. Really cool story, really great characters. I don't know. I just had a blast with it, and I'd already seen the anime at that point. So, yes, I did. I was actually kind of falling asleep in my chair. And I was like, I gotta start the stream. Oh, you have Crunchyroll. Rad. Ah, I knew you were a man of taste. Yeah, dude, I highly suggest it. I really hope you like it. I mean, I can tell you why I like it, but I really hope you like it if you just decide to check it out. Jeez, there's a deep V, and then there's Hiroko. Good God. No, her butt's way all the way out there. I'm having an anatomy argument, so I apologize. Did the woman who voiced Botan voice Pop Male as well? That's a really good question, because I love Botan. Botan is like my absolute favorite character, aside from Kuwabara, because Kuwabara is hilarious. And Hiei and Kurama. Actually, the four main boys are probably the some of the best shonen characters, because they really grow as characters, more so than the, you know, Goku learned to love the planet, you know, that kind of crap. Who voiced Botan? Who voices Botan in Yu Yu Hakusho? Cynthia Kranz. Cynthia, you're awesome. Who voiced Popful Male? Oh, it was not. It was not. It was a different voice actress. I think her name was Melissa Golden. But I definitely get the similarity. I completely get it. I would have called it that as well. I would have originally probably said Botan was the voice of Popful Male, but yeah. Spoiler alert: I was planning on jumping back into Popful Male if we went to video game, but yeah, it looks like it was Melissa Golder, who excellent voice actress for Male, by the way. I have been really enjoying the 90s aesthetic to anime lately. If that wasn't incredibly detailed by the comics lately. I've been taking a lot of inspiration from Slayers and a few other 90s gems. Slayers was one of the shows that inspired me to do Trap Finders. Fun little factoid there. I absolutely fell in love with Lena Inverse and Gowry. I thought they were just super funny and great, and it reminded me of like playing D&D. And then I was like, I could do that, and here we are 13 years later. I have not done that. I did not create the smash hit slayers with furries, but you know, I did have a gosh darn nice time doing some drawing there. Will say I wish I hadn't dropped for so long, but things were not good in Cobalt Town. The band of hooligans roll in, rough the place up. Their names are Familial Tragedy and Stress. Two of the rootinest, tootinest bad guys you'll ever run into in this fine, fair earth. Oh, one other thing. I don't know. Maybe since you've watched it, maybe you'll know this. But I guess a little bit of trivia about Yu Yu Hakusho is that the show's creator, or not the show, the manga's creator, actually is on record as saying that the English dub is closer to what he wanted. Because if you listen to the English dub, it's full of classic kind of anime tropes from the time, but you have powerhouses in this show. You have Justin Cook as Yusuke Urameshi, a fantastic character actor, but also one of the coolest screams in anime. And this guy screams like crazy, and he is awesome at it. Nowadays, you can really tell it tore up his throat, but it's so great to hear it. You have Chris Sabat, the brilliant mind behind so many characters. Aya from Fruits Basket. You've got Vegeta, clearly. All Might. He is the Frank Welker of anime. He's been in everything. And on top of that, you have Chuck Huber, who I've got a chance to meet personally, who's a really sweet dude, playing Hiei. And he is so deadpan and hilarious. I love him. And then you've got John Bergmeyer, who is one of the writers, and he is super good as Kurama. And altogether, these guys had such a good chemistry that they made such a great impact on the series. And I just love the fact that the creator he really loved it. He's like, the thing about from what I understand with Japanese speech is it's very formal a lot of the time. Even when it's informal, it's very formal. And that's kind of how they were delivering the lines in the Japanese version, which was still fine. But he liked the slang. He liked the relaxed speech. Like, Yusuke sounded like a punk, like he should. Just cool. And the guy who made Yu Yu Hakusho is married to the lady who made Sailor Moon. So that's kind of awesome. But yeah, he loved the American dub, and it's full of great characters. Oh, Linda Young. Linda Young is also in this show. So is Laura Bailey, of Critical Role fame. And of course, the Cynthia Kranz, who does Botan, excellent character. There are a ton of incredible voice actors in this show, and it really, really brings it into that kind of that legendary status of like Cowboy Bebop. Everything hit at the right time. Everything hit in the right place. Just a great. I mean, if someone were to ask me, what is a really good 90s anime, I wouldn't even point them to Dragon Ball. I would definitely point them to Yu Yu Hakusho. Some of the snarky ass lines that Chuck Huber has make me love Hiei so much. Anyway, yeah, this is getting to be like This is getting to be like me talking about Chrono Trigger. I like that in this arrangement here, it looks like Hiroko hit Katya with like a chibi bomb or something. Enjoy making food. I had leftover spaghetti tonight, and it was quite good. And roasted red potatoes. That's right. Gray, you might remember this line. It was from the Saint Beast arc when Kuwabara's being chased by those monsters, and he's running around this spire, and Hiei just looks at the others and goes, "Do you think he knows it's a circle?" Every time, it fucking kills me. It's my favorite line in the entire show. Oh God. Just such a snarky bitch, and I love it. Oh, man. And that's just the deadpan, dry humor of Chuck Huber. Chuck is in a lot of different stuff as well. I will say, it's one of those things where some of the voice actors that I really admire, a lot of their best roles are some of the smallest shows. Chuck did an amazing job in Tower of Druaga, which is an anime based off of a very popular 1985, 86 arcade game in Japan. And it's a hell of an anime. It's good. Like, it's real good. Oh, yeah, he was the blueprint for Edgelord back in the day. I also love the fact that everybody knows Yukina is his sister, except for Kuwabara. Like, hey, what's going on? I don't know. Why is everyone looking at Yukina? Hey, Yukina. I did notice something really, really nice was that what was it? The relationship between Kurama and Kuwabara is absolutely nobody told him. I mean, Kuwabara does not have a high perception check. Not that he's not smart. He is absolutely a smart person, but he's just not very perceptive. But I love the relationship that he has with Kurama, because Kurama is, you know, the smart kid, and I mean, he's obviously got a cooler story than just being the smart kid, but you know, he is the brain of the group, and Kuwabara is clearly the kind of the dumb muscle, but he and Kurama are like best friends. Like, they're super good friends. And it's really charming just to see them, like, how Kurama never belittles him, never, like, talks down to him or anything. Just, you know, like, he's very supportive, and I love that as a character. For a second, I thought somebody had a paragraph there, but thank you, Stream Elements. Yeah. Don't ask him to read the room. He could barely read a book. Also, I have to say the theme song, still a banger. Smiling Bomb is a great song. Not bad on the posing. Needs a little work, I think. Yeah, we need to imply that she has a spine. That'd probably be wise. It's just this is bullshit. Oh no! Where'd that mark come from? Oh no 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 no! Oh, I must have done something. Oh poop. Okay, hang on. I can fix it. I can fix it. Shit. This is bullshit. Cannot hold mace. How is she holding? How does she hold dagger? It's crazy. Some type of witch. I hunt you. No, it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. It's on a different layer. It's on a different layer. There we go. All right. Oof. Chibi Katya has not been defaced. She's okay.
Well, Katya, it's not so bad. We're the same size now. That's kind of cool.
No, it's terrible. I like being big. Back to being big, please. Do not be making me small. You can stay there. So that tangent about Yu Yu Hakusho was really just to say that it's one of the things I admired about the series that I think I would go forward using with Trap Finders is that, you know, changing outfits, changing character clothes, changing things around just to keep things moving and keep things looking, you know, nice and fresh. This tummy is not going to be my pal. This tummy is going to be a pain in the ass. It's interesting. There we go. See, it's when I laugh and when I get distracted that I always make these stray lines. Good stuff. There we go. Yeah. All right. Ba-da-boop-a-doo. Who's got the dang eraser going? Yep, she's catching strays, yeah. And trying to recall the one of the outfit ideas I had for her. Black Fox called me out on it before, but yes, it's the return of the thigh bag. not a great pose for showing off an outfit, but it is a good pose for action, which I need more of. So. Ba-do-do-do. Yeah, pretty reasonably happy with this little interstitial art there. What else do we have? Ah, yes! Very old piece I did a long time ago when I was still figuring out how Kisuke's combat styles would work. Still trying to figure that out, but it is definitely further along than it was. That's the pen tool, Zib. You don't need the pen tool. Kisuke almost always has a smirk on his face now. There we go. Turn. There you go. I had trouble doing this in the original, too. Well, that's a good theme for Kisuke, because he's fast. might be a little too far off there. Let's reel that in a little bit. Oops. Let's see. Maybe it's this arm that we need to mess with. Maybe that's the case. He is wearing a poncho, as was shown in the most recent page. Got himself a style upgrade. Instead of being, well, admittedly, at the beginning of Chapter 5, he was naked under a cloak because he was a cocky bastard. But, yeah, instead of that, now he's got his own clothings. Like a big kid. Yeah, I think that's what I was messing up on here. That shoulder does need to come up. That fabric needs to go up. Well, his body's a pretzel at the moment, so yeah, it's a little difficult to see. It looks like a very elaborate scarf, you're not wrong. His tail's a problem. Yeah, his tail is too high up. His tail needs to move. Because with any kind of posing, there's always a kind of like an action line. Kisuke's fighting style. We'll see more of it in pages to come, but until that point, Kisuke's fighting style appears brash and uncoordinated, which it is at times. But with his, which we saw at the beginning of the chapter, hey, Adorable, it is not Lucha Libre. He is, I guess if you were to look at it in video game terms, Kisuke is DPS. He will be all about mobility. He's all about getting where he needs to be before he needs to be there. But yeah, his fighting style is very hit and run. He's kind of learned in his time with Katya that his previous fighting style of fight like an honorable knight does not work, and honorable people are usually the first ones to die. So while he's not a scumbag when he fights, he definitely is more, he takes more advantage. He works very well with Katya. Katya is big on big heavy hits if she can get them, and Kisuke sets her up for those. So yeah, I would say out of the two of them, battlefield manipulation is Kisuke's strong suit, and being where he should be is also one of his strong suits. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, with his previous, and that's kind of no spoiler, but it's kind of one of the things I had thought of doing in the future as a kind of spin-off comic for fun, as Kisuke learning under Katya, and the the thing that he learns is that, you know, fighting like, you know, his hero from the comics is not gonna do it. He'll end up dead, and he should have been dead. But being that he is a Critterkin, that is agile and very accurate with his blade when he hits, this suits him much better. The hit and run type of fighting definitely will suit him better. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, he definitely has past experience in getting his ass kicked. It's kind of like the fight that he has with Sirius at the end of chapter 4. He, Sirius even tells him, he's just like, "That's a really good throw. Had this thing been magical at the time, I'm sure it would have been a really dangerous weapon." And of course, he does the whole thing of, "Please stop dropping your sword." You know, that's the other thing, because he keeps throwing his weapon. Oh, absolutely. And I think his personality definitely fits that of the guy who low-key wants to be a hero but doesn't want the spotlight for it. And I think he gets that with Katya. I think he gets that kind of feeling of, you know, these people need our help, or these monsters are terrorizing these people and we need to help them. And Katya's like, "This is a great idea, but I'm also needing to eat food, so they will pay us money," yes. But I think Kisuke actually, I think, in the group acts as a very good face. Because he's a cute little bugger, and he is very charismatic, or he's very charming. As every male character from like 70 Leagues Around thinks, as if the tailor is any indication. But no, he's a good face. Katya is very businesslike and very, not cold, but very to the point. And Kisuke is more, not passionate, but he's definitely more compassionate. There we go. Oh yeah, Doorbell, good to see you. How has your day been? Have you routed any adventurers lately? Have you secured the horde? I mean, it's a busy day for all kobolds because it is a day that we are awake. I've said this before, and it makes me feel like George R.R. Martin, but yes, the kobolds are coming back. They will be here in Chapter 5, and I feel bad that it's taken me this long to get them there, but they will be back. I promise. Nice. That sounds like a pretty good day. I was up at 5. Because I hate myself. Yeah, it's a little too early for me, but I need to get up earlier. I heard a very interesting speech from, of all people, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he found what he's good at, and what he's good at is smoothing things over with frustrated villagers. He's also good at finding contracts, securing jobs, and making sure everything goes right. Kisuke, as it was kind of hinted in chapter 4, his family is a little bit affluent, and he has had the luxury of learning how to talk to people over Katya, who really, I mean, she just think Geralt, and you know, it's kind of her personality when it comes to talking to people. But yes, Adorable, I was up early for work. Unfortunately, this kobold has an office gig. Yep. But I like eating, so it kind of, at least it fills that particular, you know, necessity. Yeah, his tail is just slightly an enigma right now. The part by his butt is dark, and so is the tip. I don't want to introduce another stripe there, but it gets caught up in the legs and it gets caught up in the poncho. Ah! Eating rocks. Come on. You don't just eat rocks. You gotta marinate that shit first. Come on. You throw some raw amethyst in your mouth? No! Ah, yes. Moss. Sorting it. I usually sort by color. Me sort by taste. You are not worthy of the duty. God, I loved that cartoon. The minute I saw it, I was like, yes, this is going to be perfect. And it was. It was. Kisk, buddy, I need to figure out where your butt flag goes, and I'm having a hell of a time figuring that out. I think we're just going to do that. Or even something like that. Just a little tippy. Yeah, sort by texture. If you enjoy moss, would you say you're liking it? Cave humor. That stalag might get me in trouble. I do have to say, I have had so much fun. Yep. Black Fox, don't make me roll the wheel. Fuck you, Black Fox. Black Fox, I will roll that wheel. Doorball doesn't know. We picked tonight's activity of drawing just general artwork with a wheel. I now have a wheel. It is a wheel, possibly of fortune, and it also has a fun it has a fun little option in there, which is ban Black Box. So now there's a 25% chance that we could ban Black Box. So yeah, that is the wheel. I quite enjoyed it. I think everybody had a lot of fun with it. So yes, as Black Fox likes to point out to me all the time, I have accidentally banned him like 4 times now. And it's because of the frickin' mod controls. Because I do get bots in here every so often that are just like, I really want you to take my services. Bread, I can make bread. And I'm like, I don't want that. And then Black Fox is usually like, hey, I'm here too. And then, if they've been banned several times and they keep coming back, then, you know. But yeah, that's the wheel, and it's been a lot of fun, so I'm excited to do that again. Also, fly. Look at that transition. Ah, love it. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yes, that's another fact that Black Fox likes to point out, is that he saved the comic. At the very least, he pointed out the fact that my hosting site had deleted the comic and all of the files associated with it, because they were not paid fast enough. They were paid on time, they just were not paid fast enough. So that was a fun moment. Made me think about a lot of shit. Yeah, so I'm still on that same site. Yeah, it was definitely frustrating because I called them. Like, I called them directly and was like, what the fuck? You know, you just deleted everything? They're just like, well, we hadn't received payment. And I'm just like, it's right, the payment's right there. And yeah, it was frustrating. It was very frustrating. Their perception of me was very incorrect. Sadly enough, I am still with that hosting company, and I'm trying to find some different options. Like everyone who bought a domain in the early 2010s, mine's through GoDaddy, and I am not a big fan of theirs. I've been considering Webtoon. I think the problem that I have with Webtoon is the fact that I don't fully control it. There's an extent of having your own site that's nice. Having your own domain is nice because it's kind of like owning a house versus renting one. Like, I can do literally anything with this page. You know, I can do anything with this site. I can add whatever WordPress crap that I want. I can, you know, change the server, whatever. But with Webtoon, I'm kind of stuck doing what they want. And I'm stuck with their terms of service. So I'll have to figure out if that's something I'm willing to do, because honestly, I'm not impressed with the hosting site. Now, somebody pointed out, they said that the site was giving them a 404 error and that it wasn't safe. And I guess they're telling me now, like, oh, hey, for $60 a year, which will then be $100 a year after this year, we'll go ahead and provide you with a DNS secure HTTPS website. And it's like, you can't just do that. You can't just change it over to HTTPS. No, you have to buy it. So, fortunately, none of my readers are entering any sensitive information on the page, so I'm not too worried about it, but it is frustrating when it's just like, this page isn't safe. It's like, this page is the most benign thing this person has seen today, I guarantee you. In a world where 2 girls, 1 cup exists, this site is safe. Still trying to find a good place to get a critique. I did get kind of a micro critique on Reddit in the comic crits section. I'd kind of just showed off like 4 pages from recently, or from my 4 favorite pages from multiple different chapters. So obviously different art styles, different, you know, different pages and everything like that. But I know, implied doing it. Oh man, it's like God help me, I can't show a character liking another character. But yeah, it was I showed 4 different pages that I was proud of, and they were cool about it. Like they had some really good insight on one of the things that I do that I was like, oh, okay, well, that's a good point. But I mean, they're just saying like good art, good story. It's like, this is really nice. Like, it's really nice to hear that, but it's also super hard to improve when someone's like, this is nice. It's like, nice is a terrible word. What if it somehow turns gay? Oh no. Another thing on Rill that I absolutely fixed early on. It's just like, nobody cares who you're sleeping with at all. As long as you're consenting adults, everything's cool. I mean, Katya has toyed with the idea of putting Kisuke in a dress, so I mean that it's not impossible. I mean, we can go down that route. There's a lot of uncharted territory in this comics. I initially was a little bit like concerned, like, oh, people probably won't like the tonal shift, and it's like, I'm sure there's some people who don't, but I had made a conscious decision in 2023 when I decided to keep going, that I was like, I'm gonna draw what I want. I'm gonna draw and write the story that I want, and not worry about entirely what other people are thinking about it. I mean, I definitely like to know how people like the story, you know, or if something isn't working, or if they're confused about something. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure I was doing what I wanted to do, not what other people wanted me to do. And I mean, I don't think I've ever played a D&D game where there wasn't some implied sex, so there you go. Are there any girls there? Yes, there's girls there. Oh god, the Dead Alewives. That is one of those sketches that you have to have seen if you play any kind of role-playing game. Hell, if you play any kind of video game, you should have seen the Dead Alewives Dungeons & Dragons cartoon. Because that was hilarious. Yes. Now I know you're a good kobold, because anybody who memorizes that sketch is quality. Gallstaff, you have entered the door to the north. You are standing in a small, dank room. The pungent stench of mildew emanates from the wet dungeon walls. Where are the Cheetos? They're right next to you. I cast a spell. Where's the Mountain Dew? It's in the fridge. Go get it. I can cast any of these, right? On the list? Oh, that's right. I hope you have a good dinner with your sister, Black Fox. How are you doing? How's your family doing? Real Talk with Fabian Zip time. I got you. That's normal. I hope you have a good dinner with your sister, dude. Hope lots of good memories and it's a good time to reflect. Keyscape, you got some chonky feet. Yeah, that's a good litmus test for when you need a new couch. Definitely. Oh, that's good. I'm glad to hear that, Gray. He's still being a wallet warrior in Honkai. Okay, well, that's fair. I am the most basic bitch when it comes to games like Honkai and Genshin, because I absolutely adore the main heroine. Lumine in Genshin and Stell in Star Rail. Love them. They're my favorites. It's like, I don't need crazy, oh, this little girl is actually a 10,000-year-old dragon. No, I don't care. Lumine is adorable. She got a figure, too, actually, not too long ago. I actually thought about getting that. There we go. Oh, yeah, strawberry cheesecake. That's a hard one to resist. That'll be nice. That'll be nice, dude. I hope you guys have a good time. That's just a very, very special time just to be with your sister. Yes. Oh, cheesecake. Bringing people together since 1990 cheesecake. Sweet. Well, you got a busy weekend ahead of you. Me, I'm just dropping a dog off at training and playing Baldur's Gate. No, I've got plenty to do before this convention, so that's more than likely what I'll be doing is getting prepared for the convention coming up. Oh boy, yawn city. Okay. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, I got the page. I desperately need to redraw these pages. Like they're not where I want them to be. I'm gonna have to rethink those pages. Oh yeah, no, I completely get it. Um, it's always harder to get connected to characters that you find, in the story like way late, and you're like, oh cool, I've already gone through so much with these other people, so unless you're secretly a pope, or something, I really don't have anything for you. But yeah. I'm still a big fan. This is bullshit. How are you to be holding? Good stuff. Okay. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Adorable, you weren't with us. So Trapbinders has undergone a very, very long evolution. And when I initially drew it, main characters were all chibi. Like Hiroko was here. She's a little bit harder to see here. Let me fix that. Where are you? There you are, sweetie. There you go. But yeah, she was chibi. So Katya here actually was not in the story when they were still chibi. I've since moved on from that style to a kind of a merged one. But the guys here were telling me that I should draw her as a chibi character, and there she is, and she hates it. My chibi characters kind of had like flipper hands or little ball hands and stuff just to save time. And now they have fully articulated fingers and sass. Look at that. Just like so much sass. But yeah, so that's where that came from. And that is okay, cool. I thought I had marked up all over the place. I didn't. Oh yeah. Yeah, everyone's just fine using weapons with little flipper hands, but she just can't do it. Oh goodness. Oh. I'm gonna have to come up with a list of viable games to play should we roll anything game related. I wish I could play Baldur's Gate on this thing. I haven't really equipped it with an exterior drive yet, and that game takes up a lot of space, more space than I can really hold on this little Mac. So we'll see. But any excuse to play more Baldur's Gate 3. Frickin' Astarion. Gosh, I think that kind of comes to the end of what I've got. Well, you guys want to roll the wheel and see what we get? You know what? We might get to ban Black Fox. Gunfire was fun. I had a really good time with that. Oh, Dust. I love Dust. Dust was great. I should play Dust again. God, it's been forever. I played... This is how long it's been. I played Dust when it was originally released on the Xbox Live. Xbox Live. There you go. We should build up a squad. I think it was on Live. It was 360, but yeah, no, I remember. I definitely remember that. Yeah, Gunfire is super fun. Yeah. No, great game. Great game. I did get the Chivo because I found the one spot in the Sorrowing Meadows that that you can chain attacks for so long. So I managed to get that 1,000,000 hit combo achievement. That was pretty cool. Well, I'm not surprised. I mean, he didn't seem like he was going to stop developing, but yeah, it's such an arduous and long process. I know he spent a lot of time on Dust just solo, and then I think he had a small team kind of come in near the end with all like the programming and stuff, because I think he did mostly the artwork and like the baseline programming. I could be wrong on that. It's been a while since I've read about him, but glad to hear he's still going. Definitely needs to make more games. I would love to see more Elysian Tales, if for lack of a better term. But yeah, Dust is one I could definitely get into again. Shit, I should just look at my Steam. Oh, of course, there's always Armello. Gotta love Armello. Armello is always a good time. Oh, that's awesome. I do love her. She's very sweet. I do love her little fidget voice. Let's see what else we got here. Crypt of the Necro Dancer. Never stop sneaking. Oh man. If the main character's name isn't Plasma Snake, I'm gonna be pretty mad. Oh, Hades. God, I love Hades. Let's see. I'm just going through my Steam library to see if there's something fun that I can I throw in there on random occasions. I have so many RPGs. Oh, Road Warden. That's one that I was definitely gonna play because it's kind of like a visual novel. Not visual novel. Choose Your Own Adventure. That's what it was. Got the Pathfinder games. Legend of Grimrock, hell yeah. Game kicks ass. Oh, the fighting fantasy games. Or, oh, is Sorcery on here? It's not. Ah, fuck. It's shit. Yeah. But the biggest problem that I have right now is the fact that I run my stream entirely on a Mac Mini M1. And so much of my Steam library is over on the PC side of things. But games like definitely games like Sorcery would be good. That'd be fun. I should play Dark Quest. That's essentially Hero Quest. That's good times. But I feel like a little bit more action might be approved. So I will that will be my homework for this evening, is to come up with a good list of games that I should play on stream, including the ones that you've already provided. It's very nice. Oh man, so I can't stop yawning, and I think that means I should probably call it a night. I've been up way too long, but I will be returning on Monday. If I can get something together this weekend, I'll try to as well. I'll definitely do Monday, since I will be missing this next Thursday due to the convention. But yeah, I am going to go hit the sock drawer. And you all remain cool. Have a wonderful evening and a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend. Yeah, you can't break out of that. That's a social contract right there. You got to have a good day. So, but yeah, it was super nice hanging out. Sorry to cut it short, but I don't think you guys want to listen to me yawn again for the next hour. So we'll see you guys again real soon. Thanks so much for coming by. We'll catch you later.